Hello everybody, hello, sorry I'm late. I was exercising and I got caught up in exercising and forgot about the lesson today. That's my fault. I will wait a little bit for everybody to get on. Since everybody's been waiting, they'll probably get on quickly. Hello, hello. I'm sitting in my car today because my phone is always close to dying, the battery dying at this time. So I'm charging it right there on my charger. Just hanging out in my car. Hello, hello. We'll wait a little bit longer. I'll turn around the screen. Sorry again, I'm going to be sweaty. I exercise every day. Hello. How's everybody doing? I'll wait a little bit for everybody to get on. Sorry, my hair is messy too. I'll wait a little bit longer for everyone to get on for today's idiom lesson. I'm going to take a lot of questions today as well. I hope everyone's doing okay. Is everyone great? Having a super day? Get it? Super day? Ha ha ha. Super day. Superman. Wait a little bit longer. I'm getting funny comments about Superman. I see a Super Philip in there. That's funny. I try to be super. I'm not sure how super I am. Let's wait a little bit longer. So thank you for the hearts, first of all. Thank you for the hearts. Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Here, at least, it's Saturday. And I want to do an idiom today. And if you have questions about some idioms, I can do those as well. But my idiom is very simple today. My idiom is very simple. My idiom, and you might have heard this, it's very common, is raining cats and dogs. Raining cats and dogs. So has anyone heard of this? Has anybody heard this phrase? I'll wait a little bit. Oh, everyone's heard this already. I can't teach this one then if everyone knows what it means. I will teach this one and I will teach another one too. So I will teach two today so that I teach to someone that doesn't, so that I can teach this one to some people and then I can teach another one that's not so new. So, raining cats and dogs means that it's raining very hard. It means that it is storming like crazy. It is raining very strong. So if it's raining cats and dogs, it means it's raining very hard. It's pouring down rain. It is raining very strong. So I don't know where the phrase came from, where someone said raining cats and dogs. It seems kind of crazy that someone would say this. It's raining cats and dogs. But so if you hear the phrase, raining cats and dogs, you know that it is raining very hard, that the rain is coming down very hard, very strong. Like I said the other day, a couple days ago, I went to a concert, and it started raining, and it rained all night, and I almost crashed my car 3 times, because it was raining cats and dogs. It was raining hard. It was pouring rain. It was raining very, very, very hard. I couldn't see out of my car. And so this is what it means to be raining cats and dogs. It means it's raining very hard. It's storming very bad. So this is a very common phrase, to be raining cats and dogs. To be raining cats and dogs. Very, very common. It's used a lot. It's used a lot. I hear this all the time with people. I hear it all the time. So, since I did this one, it's somewhat simple, and a lot of people knew this one. I will take requests now. Does anybody know an idiom that they'd like me to explain, or that they're familiar with? Or I can think of a new one, but I will wait to see if anybody has one that they want explained. So I will wait a little bit. Oh, there's a fly in my car. There's a fly. Ah. I'll wait a little bit. Take your time. Does anybody have any they want to ask? Okay, so this one's actually, so like, I think it means like father, like son. And this is just saying that, I hear this one a lot because I'm similar to my dad. If I do something that's close to my dad, if I do something that my father would do, someone would say like father, like son. It's very common for people to say this. So like father, like son. So I have another one that I know very well, which is close to this one. It's very close to this like father, like son phrase. And it is, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And what this means, for example, let's say my dad's habit, let's say my dad likes to, and this is going, he doesn't actually do this, but let's say my dad likes to pick his nose. Let's say my dad picks his nose all the time. It's a silly reference, but let's say he does this. He picks his nose. And let's say I start picking my nose. I start picking my nose. And I'm doing it too. Well, then someone who sees me doing it would say, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This means that I'm very similar to my father. I'm very similar to my family. Another good example would be, it could be a positive example. Let's say that my parents all ride horses. Let's say my family likes to ride horses. And they raise horses and ride horses. And let's say at a young age, let's say I'm 5 years old, I go to jump on a horse, and I'm very good at it right when I start, my first time. Well, someone would say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This means that I'm good at it too, that I'm very similar to my family. So imagine, to literally picture the tree as my family. So the tree is my family. And then the apple is me. So it means the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That means I'm very similar or very close to my family. So if you recognize one of your family members doing something that's very common, you can say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You can say this, and it means that they have common characteristics of your family. I got another question. This is a good one. Caught up with me. So if he's caught up, let's say someone's caught up with himself. They're caught up with themselves. That means they're self-centered. So you'll say, if someone says, oh, he's really caught up with himself, you'll say he is really self-centered. All he does is think about himself, what he looks like, how he acts. We say this about one of my friends. I won't tell you the name, but you've met them before. And we always joke. They're like, they're really caught up with themselves. They really care what they look like and how they act and what other people think of them. So to be caught up with yourself means to be really self-centered or arrogant. It's not a good thing to be caught up with yourself. So those are the 3 I taught today. So remember, raining cats and dogs is the first one. I'm getting some good ones. I have to save them because we got to make sure that I have more lessons for tomorrow. I will do draw the line tomorrow. That's a good one. Draw the line will be a idiom I do tomorrow. But for today, we learned 3. We learned raining cats and dogs, which means what? What does raining cats and dogs mean? I'm testing you. I'll wait a little bit. It means raining very hard. Correct. Raining very hard. It's pouring rain. We also learned like father, like son, which means that if the son does something that is like their dad, you would say like father, like son. They're very similar. They're very, very similar. So like father, like son, they're very close. They're very similar. And then the last one is the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This means that either someone in your family has similar qualities to the rest of the family, or you have similar qualities to the rest of the family. But that means you are very much like each other. You are very similar. You have similar qualities, similar characteristics. So you might be good at the same things. You might be good at drawing, good at riding horses, good at video games, good at cooking. I know I'm not very good at cooking, and my dad is, so that apple falls very far from the tree. And it can be genetically similar or just characteristically similar. So, like, I could just be good at something that my parents are good at or my family is good at. And then the last one is to be caught up with yourself. So to be caught up with yourself means to be really self-centered. To be really self-centered. And yes, there's a comment we usually use in a negative sense. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This is very common to use negatively. So let's say that a good example would be if someone is an alcoholic. The alcoholism, where they like to drink a lot, runs in the family. It's a common characteristic of the family. And then let's say that one of the members, one of the younger members, starts drinking a lot. You would say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That means that they like to drink a lot. They enjoy drinking. There's a lawnmower passing by. Let's wait. But yeah, so this is very common. Guy on a lawnmower. But this is very common. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And then the last one, to be caught up with yourself, means to be arrogant or self-centered. To be thinking all about yourself. I'm getting tons of good references. There are lots of good idiom references. I will do more in the future. I think doing a ton of them will be too confusing. I already did 4 today, which is a lot. That's a lot to remember. What I'm going to do is record myself talking about these individually, so on their own, and I will do a video for each. So, oh, it's Switzerland. I got a comment. It's Switzerland's national holiday or national day. Congratulations. That's awesome. I see my mom walking behind me with our dog, Lola.
Cats and dogs.
Yeah, it's raining Lola. It's raining Lola. She doesn't want to look. Say hi, Lola. So those are my 4 idioms for today. I will do more idioms tomorrow. We will do more idioms tomorrow. Remember to practice these. Watch this video again. Write them down, because there were a lot today. There were very many today. So write these down. Practice them. Use them with your friends. I'm parked. I got a question. Are you parked in front of your house? I'm parked on the side. This is the side of my house. But, so remember to practice these. Practice these a lot. Thank you for the hearts. I love the hearts as usual. I will see you tomorrow, and I will do more idioms. Have a super day. Take care, and bye for now.